There was kind of like speculation that there might have been something wrong when she was first born.
We had an appointment every day that week, and she had lab work done 3 times that week. And we saw a geneticist.
And then that's when they came up with the diagnosis of SMA.
Payton is 2, so she's very sassy. She just has such a loud personality and tells you what she wants. She's very communicative. She makes it easy having such complex issues. SMA stands for spinal muscular atrophy. There's multiple different types, and that defines the severity or the onset of the muscular degeneration. Payton has SMA Type 1, and that onset is from birth to 6 months old. Typically, it is a progressive degenerative muscular condition in which would take a child's life by the age of 2 prior to any treatments being available. Payton qualified for Zolgensma. She got that at 16 days old, and she was the first to receive that at Mary Bridge Children's Hospital. It's a very complex diagnosis, and it's very new treatment, and so it's very hard to know what specialties she needed to see.
There's not a roadmap with SMA. It's so, new, and it's setting new boundaries because kids never live this long.
The neurologist, Dr. Schwartz, and Meredith both have been huge advocates for what's the next step or what might be the next best thing for Payton. Payton is going to CTU, Children's Therapy Unit. So she goes once a week. She visits Miss Mayer, her favorite, for an hour session once a week. We get lots of education, lots of fun time, lots of movement.
So I first met Payton when she was about 4 weeks old. Newly diagnosed, newly treated with the disease-modifying therapy, and her parents were in the process of processing everything, but they were just fabulous, just wanted to be there, wanted to work on whatever we could work on, address whatever we could address, and it's just grown from there.
When she was first born, she could hardly move her arms and legs, and water therapy has been a huge thing that Meredith introduced us to. We put her in the bathtub and she just started moving, and it was the smallest amount, but we're like, oh my gosh, look at her go. And then just slowly, she learned how to roll over. She learned how to lift her arms and legs above gravity. The simplest things have been revealed to us.
I remember as she progressed, so we'd go on the treadmill and Payton wouldn't even, she'd stand for 5 seconds and we'd be excited, and it got to the point where she would sit at the coffee table by herself for an hour without assistance. So I don't know what we would do without Meredith. She's been there supporting us the whole way through, kind of guiding us along.
I address whatever the current concern is, and so obviously it's just constantly been a re-examination of what's next and what do you see and how can I best help and support. With Payton, it's just been kind of answering that question because she was so young when she was treated with her disease-modifying therapy, and there isn't a book that says this is what happens. We're kind of learning and discovering what the progression is for these kids after they've been treated, and so it's just constantly examining kind of where she's at and what is she capable of, and can I teach her to do the next thing, and if I can't, can I give her something like a wheelchair or a stander or a gait trainer so that she can still do as much that would be typically done by a kid her age.
Meredith is definitely one of Payton's top advocates. It's just so fun to watch Payton light up when she sees her.
She's just fun, and she challenges me and she makes me think. I just love that every day it's constantly coming up with the ways to best help her in that moment.
She's just not let anything stop her. And she's paving the way and changing the world of SMA because this is all new ground for everyone. She's actually helping a lot of the specialists at Mary Bridge personally because this is such new ground for all of them as well. So not only have they given a lot to us, but I think she's giving a lot back to the Mary Bridge providers as well. The donor support is very important, especially for children, because children grow and develop so fast or so slow dependent on their diagnosis. And there's certain equipment that Payton has benefited with for a year. There's certain equipment that we've got to just try and not have to invest in buying to say this doesn't work for her or her diagnosis right now. And the fact that that equipment is available for us to use and is supported by donors is huge. And we're so grateful to be recipients of that.